The question I'm often asked, does farmers retire? Between 50 and 60% of them retires in some form or another, where the remainder 40% probably stays on till they're unable to farm or until they die. I'm going to speak to you in connection with the 55 to 60% of farmers that retires. There's three ways farmers transfers. The first one is that they're working along with their son, their daughter, their niece, their nephew, or a close family relation, and they decide then to pass the farm over to them after they're working alongside them for some period of time. And the farmer then usually stays on in a part-time and somewhat in an advisory capacity and gets some remuneration for that. And along with that, he can also draw his state pension and whatever other pension the man might have built up over his lifetime. The other one I'll speak about is that you lease the farm out as a going concern to another active farmer, and that is a very good way of generating large amount of income. To lease out land, you can get a very good rent for it, and you normally do it maybe on a 10-year period of time, which is also very tax efficient, and that gives you a great source of income, and it gives you some reassurance as well, because farmers loves their land. They're out putting their lives into it. Farming is more than a job. It is a huge love for the land, a huge love for stock, or a huge love for growing crops. So it's very nice to see somebody else taking it over, and especially when they're paying high rent, lease for a high renting cost for the land. They will normally then look after that farm very well. And the third, and probably not as popular as the other two, is people might decide, like a friend of mine at the minute, to sell his farm. And the reason he's selling it is because he has nobody to inherit the farm, nobody to run the farm. He has 3 or 4 children, but they're all off working in professional careers and they're not interested in taking over the farm. So he's selling the farm and moving into a bungalow and a more suitable living accommodation for them in their later years. So they're the three probably most obvious ones, is to hand it over to a son or daughter, niece or nephew, and you do some work along with them. And sometimes the farmer might walk away completely and maybe move to a slightly different area as well, but more than likely they'll usually end up living close by on the farm and helping out in a part-time basis, and that's very good and keeps the farmer active as well. And as I said, the other one is leasing it, and the final one is selling the farm.